Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well. I'm just on location at a property today. This property has a second kitchen in the basement, which brings me to my conversation on basement suites. Affordable housing is something that is near and dear to my heart because in the rental game, you find a lot of people who apply for houses make them house poor because they can't afford anything else, or there is nothing else on the market, I should say. I apologize. So that leads them to being house poor because there isn't a lot of options for someone or for people who don't make six figures or tradesmen or skilled workers. So having basement suites or suites with houses, I think, is a fantastic model for the investor as well as for our tenants and the citizens of Leduc. So of course, I've been meeting around with a couple of builders who will build basement suites with 1 or 2 bedrooms for the same price. So the last city council meeting, they had the permits for January that came out, and I'm really great to see that there was 8 building permits for developing basement suites in them, and throughout Robinson, South Fork, Blackstone, so all quadrants of the city, which is great. But most of them are 1 bedrooms. So I am here and going to have the talk today in regards to 1 or 2. So it's great that we are building them, and I'm congratulating everybody for doing that. And thank you, thank you, thank you. But who is your tenant profile? When you build a 1 bedroom, what is your tenant profile? It's great that yes, I'm going to do it for having the second income or as a mortgage helper, but who is your tenant profile? When you rent a 1 bedroom, you're a single parent, that's great, but eventually they're probably going to have to upgrade. So your turnover is going to be higher. Yes, in a basement suite, your turnover is going to be higher anyways because it's a starting point. So hopefully they can move upstairs kind of idea. Couples or single parents, couples, a single person. But if you have the 2 bedrooms, you're going to be able to do roommates. You're going to be able to do single parents with potentially 2 kids. Now in Leduc, according to our bylaw, we're only allowed 3 people in a basement suite. So it could be a single and a couple, but roommates. So as much as the margins aren't there particularly right now to have an increased rent in a basement suite for 2 bedrooms, once things start picking up, because I believe that they're going to, you're going to be able to increase those margins for a 2 bedroom on a higher rate than you're going to be able to increase the margins, increase the rent on a 1 bedroom without, obviously you have 2 incomes or roommates or anything like that with a 2 bedroom. So I find it's great that we're doing the suites. That's great. I'm very happy that we're doing that. 8 in 1 month, I think, is fantastic for our center. But I just challenge you to make sure that we work backwards when we invest. That's how I strategize. Because renting a property is great, but if you don't know who you're renting to, then that's going to be a problem. You want to make sure that you know the tenant that you're picking your property for, or that you're picking your income suite or your mortgage helper for. So again, why not have 2 bedrooms instead of 1? For the same price. I've chatted with a few builders who will do that. So yeah, feel free to check out my blog. Yeah, thanks everybody. Bye.